In this lecture, we're going to talk about making your writing clear. Because if your writing's not clear, people are not going to take action on it, they're not going to share, they're not going to care. So, how do you actually check for clarity? Well, the first question I would ask at the end of your blog post, after you finish writing it, you have your rough draft built out, you've done your best, the first question I would ask is your core idea clear? After you've built out your supportive points, you've written everything out, you just put as much information onto the page as you possibly could, is your core idea still intact? Or have you buried it? There's this thing in journalism they call burying the lead. And it's where you get so invested and you research so much into whatever you're writing about that you actually bury the main point. And so that's what I want to be sure of that you don't do, is that you don't bury the main core idea. Is the core idea still clear after you finish your rough draft? Then I would ask yourself, is your core idea included in your intro? Because if you wait till halfway through your blog post to actually talk about your core idea, it's going to be too late and people will quit reading way too early. The third question I would ask is, do your supporting details support your core idea? You may have a ton of great research to pull from, but you only need to use the research and build out supportive points that support your core idea. So make sure those align. As you build something out, it's really easy to get distracted and to chase, trails that don't lead to the core idea. So you need to go back and read your supportive points, read how you built those out, and make sure they still connect to the core idea. Fourth question I would ask is, does your conclusion reinstate the core idea? I know we've already mentioned that, but you need to read back through and make sure it's very clear and that it actually does reinstate the core idea. So I would use all these questions to ensure that you're clear. It may seem redundant, it may seem like you've already thought through this, but this will ensure that your idea is communicated as clearly and as effectively as possible.